When we try to race.
Oh my god!
Is this total disaster?
It's gonna be hard to race that. Yo!
This trail might kill me.
I didn't even have a downhill bike for this.
Or is this joy?
What? Shit!
That was fun.
Oh, I almost hit that thing. Oh my f***ing god!
Either way, crashing is inevitable.
That's what I thought.
Today, my husband Eric and I are joining a mountain bike enduro race in Hobart, Tasmania, with our friend Dune. In an enduro race, we go up and down the mountains multiple times, and the only downhill is timed. In this race, there are 7 downhill stages. In the days leading up to the race, we are pre-riding the race course. This is stage 1 and should be an easy warm-up. However, Dune arrived the day before from Canada. He is still a little wobbly from the jet lag.
What?
The first stage runs so fast and it's fun.
Oh my god, Dune!
As long as the rubber side is down.
Did you hit the tree?
No, I just,
No, you went straight into the tree.
Oh, you did.
Stage 2 has 2 different types of terrain.
Doo-doo-doo. There's a trail gap.
On top of stage 2, there are nice jumps with a quite sizable trail gap. But it isn't the most tricky part of the trail. Once you get into the forest, the trail changes. It's rocky. Sharp rocks that could puncture our tires or destroy our rims are in every corner.
Oh my god.
I didn't even have a downhill bike for this.
This trail might kill me.
This stage will take time to conquer. Stage 3 has many flat corners.
Oh, Dune.
We know what trails will be raced, but we don't exactly know the race course yet. And we aren't sure whether this questionable sized jump is on the race course.
This feels like not the right trail for the race, right? Yeah.
it's pretty aggressive if it is.
And yes, this is the race course. This gap isn't only massive, there is also the next jump right after. So we have to land precisely to be ready for the next. Taking the jump is faster, but mastering the feature will take a lot more time. Stage 4 has weird features, and this log drop is one of them.
Oh my god.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to corner.
This log drop is not big, but the landing is off camber, and we have to turn to the right.
Okay, I need to do that again.
Yeah, me too.
This is definitely faster, so we have to figure it out. Now we are ready for the drop. However, there are nasty rats waiting for us.
Oh my god!
And the combination of rats and roots made me confused.
Oh, that's what I thought.
I should have just followed Eric's line. I was stupid.
Oh my god, everybody's gonna die on that trail.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just died.
Yeah, that was gnarly. What the? Imagine racing that blind?
Yeah,
You'd be like, what the hell?
2 days till the race. The race crew taped the course. Now we can see the exact race course. And sometimes it's different from what we expected.
Oh! Oh my god. Dude! They changed it!
why?
At the rat waterfall, they taped off the easiest and fastest line on the left.
They changed the best line.
Yeah.
However, the race course has been set. There shouldn't be any more surprises. Despite all that I have said earlier, stage 5 is the worst. There are many tight corners.
Switch back.
and one super technical rock drop.
That looks gross.
Yeah.
Obviously, going right is faster than taking the ride around on the left. But going off the drop? First of all, the entrance is awkward. Second, the lip looks weird. Third, the landing doesn't look fun to case or overshoot. But the worst section is coming after. In an enduro race, your endurance is also tested. So there are punchy climbs.
Oh my god. I don't like this trail.
I knew right away that this stage would be my biggest issue. Stage 6 is the second steepest of all, and the combination of the steepness and the deep ruts makes this stage potentially the most deadly of all.
Oh my god. This is not the line.
Dune is in Tasmania to race mountain bikes, and he quickly learned the dangers of racing in Australia.
Yo!
Hitting a wallaby while coming down at racing speed is no joke. Wallabies could be as dangerous as those deep ruts on the stage. This is the last stage.
Yeah, I think the left way is faster.
This is the steepest of them all.
Oh my god, it's dusty.
The trail is narrow, and going at race speed is tricky. One small mistake could be fatal.
Right into the corner. Oh my god!
This harsh landing rock drop to a tight left-hand corner could be the place where people crash on the race.
Definitely easy to overspeed into those corners.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting race.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to race that.
In the last 6 days, we had a time to practice only twice on each stage. This is a huge disadvantage when racing against the locals. So we tried to find the fastest line while scoping the trails, and studied our lines when we got back to Dune's place. I've never been this serious about racing. But still, I can't get rid of the wally for the next day.
Number 133 for you.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
I forgot my number for Dune.
So we are on the way to stage 1. It's still 7:30. My brain's still asleep.
Before our brains started to kick in, we arrived at the stage 1. This is the trail where Dune crashed into trees twice.
Oh my god, dude.
Whew. All right, let's do it.
Have fun.
Alright, should I go?
Good.
Alright. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now our race has started. Just like usual, I could see Eric for 10 seconds, and then I was on my own.
Alright, stage 1.
Eric was as stable as always, smashing the corners hard. And Dune, one of his crash was at this spot. However, he put his excitement under control. Before Dune knew it, the first stage was over.
I don't know, we're here somewhere?
And soon after, Eric finished the first stage.
Yo!
Done?
Yeah.
Oh, done. Good. That was fun. But I remember the rock jump you went into the tree.
Yeah, I braked a bit too much before that one.
Stage 2 was probably the one I was most nervous about. There was a big trail gap, and rough rocky sections were waiting for us. After they taped, they changed how we enter the stage. Now we have to go around the tapes. It was awkward, especially for Eric.
Thanks for helping out. Oh, I almost hit that thing.
The sign pole didn't only almost stop Eric, but also prevent me from getting enough speed for the jumps. And there was the trail gap jump coming. Surprisingly, I managed to case the trail gap only a little. But the bumpiest part was coming right after the corner.
Oh, yeah. Really ragged, as you say.
Going slow didn't make this section easy. But Eric and Dune did well. Eric had the power to go through the bumps. And Dune made excellent line choices. It looked like almost a different trail we are riding on.
It's very, very junky.
If I were to crash and die, I was certain this trail was the one to be on.
Very tired.
However, after a long 2 minutes, Dune made it to the end of the stage. And Eric?
Yo!
Oh man, I bumped off the
Sorry?
signpost right at the start.
Oh, dude!
Yeah.
And finally, I finished the stage
Oh,
with a leaking tire.
oh yeah. I already had a hole here, so
It turned out Eric's old hole started to leak during the stage as well. After putting a lot of air in the tires and feeding some sugar to our brains, we were off to the next stage.
I think I remember this. Hit some jumps. Alright,
Good luck.
rip it up, you too.
All right.
have fun.
On top of stage 3 was all about flat corners.
That's sketchy. Hey,
I don't do well on flat corners.
gosh. I think it's too much air.
The flat corners troubled not only me, but also Eric.
Too much brake.
About halfway, there was the a little too aggressive gap jump for a race. Taking the gap jump was definitely faster, but Eric and I chose safety over risk. While we went around the gap jump, Dune made it to the goal.
Oh yeah. Whew. Nice, dude.
Sweet.
Yeah. Whew.
Nice.
How was it?
I think I put too much air in the
Sorry.
tire.
Stage 4 was the one where the weird log drop and crazy rat waterfall were waiting for us.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too.
Well, should we just go then?
Sure.
Okay.
This stage was changed after they taped. So I had to remember that the best line on the left was closed for the race. The first feature would be the log drop, and I was ready to send it. However,
You broke.
it was open when we last rode 2 days ago, but they closed it after. We didn't know,
Oh, taped off.
Okay.
but still we must continue the race. And here was the rat waterfall. Dune went all the way right to the left. Eric also took the right,
Oh, this way.
got lost, and then took the middle. And I, on the other hand, I took the right too early
Oh shit. Oh, I'm all everywhere.
and went into the middle. After a few hundred meters of sprinting, we went down the fresh grassy field.
They taped off the jump.
That was a bit sketchy. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, they broke the gap. I mean the drop.
We all got tricked.
It was surprising to me. Walk or push?
I got to say, walk and push are the same thing, Eric.
pedal, I think.
Halfway through the race, we were all getting tired. And here comes the most physical trail of all, with the technical rock drop.
Oh, okay, let's do it. We'll see at the bottom.
This is physical.
Fun.
Have fun.
I hated it.
This is the most pedaly track.
Let me start. Loose.
Oh God, this is weird.
There's the technical rock drop coming. But those tight switchbacks made us slow. And the entrance is awkward. Taking the ride around takes so much time. So we found the best line for us.
Oh, cheater line there.
Sneaky line. Oh, hit her.
It worked just fine.
Hello. Oh my god. Oh,
After the rock drop, it was all about climbing.
Pedal up a hill.
It was easy for Eric
Come on.
and Dune. They are strong riders. But me? I was as slow as a turtle. However, after numerous punchy climbs, we were all dead.
Huh. That was hard.
oh my god.
Yeah, Yuka.
How was that?
I'm tired.
Now that the most physical trail was behind us, only the two steepest trails were to be raced. And this was the place where people started to sink into the ground.
Good luck, have fun.
Yeah, you too. Good luck.
Have fun.
Stage 6 was the second steepest trail, and it was technical. So it was nice to follow Eric's line, even though I could see him only for 10 seconds.
Oh my God.
And I caught up with him. Now he was too slow.
That was a mistake.
And while Eric started to disappear from my view again, Dune was riding solo, pushing the corners a little too hard.
Shit.
It seems like I was the only rider who had a decent run on the stage.
Yo.
Oh, I went off the track.
Oh, me too, dude. You okay?
Nice. That was intense. Yeah, you crashed in front of me.
I just went off the track. I didn't crash.
Yeah.
I crashed too.
He's got dirt on him.
Oh,
I
really?
went down hard. Kind of hard. I don't know.
Only one stage was left. This was the steepest trail, and there was the hard landing rock drop on the bottom.
Good luck.
All right, you too.
Have fun.
It might be my turn to eat dirt. All of us were exhausted, but the race was almost at its end. While Dune's scream was echoing in the forest, Eric tried to stay on the trail.
Oh my God.
The hard day was almost over.
Whoa, dude. Look at nose bonking. Whoa, shit.
We might as well have fun, right?
Okay. There was no back crash. That doesn't count as a crash, does it?
We just needed to keep it together until the end. And here was the rock drop to a tight left-hand corner.
Oh my fucking God.
And amazingly, one of the local media managed to capture Dune getting loose. It was close call to end his racing journey in Tasmania. But Dune survived all 7 stages with a scrape on his knee.
Man, that was
Eric finished with a little scratch on his arm,
We survived!
Yeah. Yo. Good job.
and I came back without any broken bones.
Nice.
Yeah, Yuka!
Yeah, I crashed into a tree.
Oh, good.
But that doesn't count as a crash, does it? Overall, it was fun experience. We pursued the fastest line, we were drenched in sweat, and tumbled in the dirt. However, the important thing was that we all survived without hitting a wallaby. Moreover, I got to be on the podium, and I was giving some adult drinks, and a bag. This wounded warrior, Dune was off to the next mountain bike race in Tasmania. Thank you for racing with us, and see you next time.